Good morning, folks. Happy Saturday to you. I've got a couple projects I'm working on the Envoy today, one of which is my upper ball joints, and I'm going to show you how to replace those here in just a minute. And then the third project I've got is the upper ball joints. Again, these also come from Napa. This is also their premium line. There's the part number for those. So these are made in USA. The only tool I did not have was this piece. This is the ball joint removal tool that I had to rent from Advance Auto. You know, it was $245 as a deposit, but you get all that back when you return it, so no big deal. So now to get the center nut off here, I've got my 35mm socket. Alright, to get the ball joint out here, you're going to remove, this pinch bolt here, and then also I'm going to remove, just for ease of working, I'm also going to remove the brake hose clamp right here, just so I can, once the pinch bolt here gets taken out, I'll be able to lean this whole knuckle back and get access to the ball joint up here. Alright, so I've got the pinch bolt unbolted, and that just slides right out. And this guy just pops right off. Okay, so looking at the upper ball joint here, it moves around pretty easy. And as you can see on the back side here, the boot is torn. And that sometimes doesn't necessarily mean the ball joint is bad. If the boot is torn, you can certainly replace that. But based on the amount of play, it's in there, I can move that with one finger. It is time to replace that guy. Alright, the next step to removing the ball joint is you have to take off the snap ring that's on top, which is right here. So you just take a hammer and tap that off, going side to side. The new ball joint comes with a new snap ring. It's actually a little bit better design. Okay, and here's the old snap ring coming out. There we go. There's the old one. And the new one looks like that. Alright, now just to get the removal tool on there, and we'll be ready to press that thing right out. Two hands might be better than one on this deal. Let's see how this goes. Alright, so I got the ball joint out. Here's what the old one looks like. The boot's all torn to pieces. It was part of the extraction process. But there's a quick tip that I learned trying to use this thing. You know, it's a little bit difficult because one, it's not off the car, so you're trying to do it, work it at an angle. I wound up using this piece, which just fits, you know, onto the bottom of the press. And after a couple tries, this top piece, yeah, the top piece here just kept slipping off of the top of the ball joint. So what I wound up using was this other adapter that came with the kit. Put that on top of the ball joint, and then put the press right on top of that, and that just helped keep everything center. And it took a little bit of effort. You know, you can see it's kind of rusted around here. So I was hitting it with the impact hammer or impact wrench for a little bit. I heard a snap or a pop, came loose, and then it came right out. So I'll get the new one put back on, get this all cleaned up here, and she'll be ready to go. Alright, so new ball joints going in, and this is the setup that I'm using with the press. You got a little adapter here on the bottom. I've got to get that lined up a little bit better, and then this taller adapter piece goes on the top. It's got a nice little window cut out in the bottom there, so you can see when the ball joint is coming all the way through. Well, let's give that one a try. You got it. It looks good. Knock it off. Alright, so it's almost all the way seated. Just need to get it a little bit more. I didn't want to hit it on it too hard with the impact wrench. So I'll just seat a little bit more with the socket wrench and then put that clip on. Alright, so I got the new ball joint put in. Got the Zerk fitting installed down at the bottom. And the new snap ring is on, the new boot is on. Now the only thing left to do is tap that in place, put some grease in there, and you're all set to go. So that's kind of a quick and easy how to replace the ball joint, you know, with a couple tips there on how to use the press that you get, you know, from one of your parts houses. So yeah, I hope that video was helpful to you. If you got any comments, leave them below. I'll be happy to answer back to you. If you've got any other helpful tips or tricks, you know, that'll help me and, you know, everyone else putting these things on, you know, feel free to leave them in the comments below as well. But anyway, thanks for checking in, and we'll see y'all next time.